Hey, what's up guys? Back with another Escape from Tarkov video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over the Ultra Medical Storage Key. And we're going to be asking, is it worth it? Hey guys, before we do get into the video, I want to remind you all that I do stream every Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday over at Twitch, twitch.tv/stormfox23. Love to see you guys stop by for some nice Tarkov streams. And I do stream other random games sometimes, but mostly Tarkov. But let's get back to the video. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, now on the market, the Ultra Medical Key is about 5 million rubles. I literally checked a second ago. It was at 7 million. There was only this one listed. So right now, but it is late. It's in the AMs. So there's not many listed. But I'm sure we could go over to Tarkov Market and see how much the Ultra Medical Key has sold for recently. So I guess the average price of the Ultra Medical Storage Key over the last 24 hours is 4,740,947 rubles, and over the last 7 days 5,453,462 rubles. So it is between the 4.5 and 5.5 million ruble range. So it is a bit pricey. It's a bit pricey, so we're putting it to the test. We're gonna go ahead and I'll show you guys 10 of my raids. 10 times I made it to Ultra. I didn't make it out of all of them in terms of getting the loot out of the raid, but I did make it to Ultra 10 times, so you guys can see what 10 raids of Ultra medical storage look like. All right, so on our first raid in Ultra, we have a Ledex on the shelf here. One Ledex, gotta put it in our container. Then we have a golden star, ophthalmoscope, syringe, bandage, another golden star, AFAC, Vaseline, alu splint, and that looks like that's about it for that one. So some good loot there. Ledex, 2 golden stars. That's a win in my book. All right, Ultra number 2. We have a Ledex here on the shelf. Ibuprofen. Another Ledex here on the shelf. Always want to stick those in your container, so that's what I did here real quick. Then we have a car kit, CMS, morphine, Zagustin, and an AFAC, I believe. And that was about it. So that was a good one too. 2 Ledexes. That's always a win. All right, Ultra room number 3. We have an ophthalmoscope, another ophthalmoscope, NaCl, Grizzly, IFAC, Zagustin. I had to clear out my rig here. I had too much other stuff. Crap I brought in. Another IFAC, another Grizzly, bandage, another Ledex, another win. So we put that in our container. I believe that's all we had for that one. Alrighty, number 4 on the Ultra Key. We had a Ledex there, another Ledex, 2 Ledex. Can't believe it. This doesn't happen very often, just so you guys know. I happen to get lucky. We have a serve kit here, IFAC, ibuprofen, alu splint, and that's about it. Oh, a bandage, and then that's about it in that one. But that was a really good one. 2 Ledexes, another win. All right, Ultra hit number 5. We have a defibrillator on the bottom shelf here, an IFAC. And then over here on the top shelf, we have an H2O2, an AFAC, a golden star, a Zagustin. Then we have another alu splint, a splint, and another alu splint. We have all the splints in the world. No Ledex that one, but we did get a defibrillator, so that was a good one. Ultra hit number 6. Number 6. We found an ophthalmoscope, painkillers, Salua. Honestly, I think this was a pretty bad one. an alu splint, H2O2, and that was about it. That was that's your typical bad luck ultra room hit right there. All right, this is ultra hit number 7. This was on stream, so sorry about the lower quality. But we had a morphine. I think we got another ophthalmoscope. Found another stim there, grizzly, tourniquet, blood set, another stim there, and that was about it. Unfortunately, that one was that was another letdown ultra hit there. All right, ultra hit number 8. We had an ophthalmoscope, another AFAC, a syringe, a bandage, painkillers, Vaseline, and it looks like that was about it. Not too crazy. Nothing too crazy there. All right, this will be ultra hit number 9. Number 9. Looks like we had a cat tourniquet here, the defibrillator, a grizzly, which I couldn't take because I didn't bring the right thing. Golden star, didn't bring the right rig. Then we had an SJ6 car kit. My favorite. Car kit is my favorite. Anyway, this was it was all right. The golden star made up for it because they are going for about 150,000 rubles right now. And I think there was an ibuprofen as well. So ibuprofen's good. Defibrillator's good. Golden star's good. So not too bad. Not too bad. All right, and this is number 10 of 10 of our ultra raids. We had a syringe here on the shelf. Then we had another ophthalmoscope. I feel like I got so many of those. We had another stim here, an augmentin, alu splint, Salua, and a surf kit. I had to sit here and make room for the surf kit. It was an adrenaline stim that we found there. And I believe that was it for our number 10. No LEDXs, unfortunately. No LEDX. The golden stars are always nice to get though if you don't find a LEDX. Golden stars and defibrillators. Definitely worth it. After the 10 ultra runs, we ended up with 4,929,940 rubles. That didn't include all the things that I did end up losing and I didn't get to extract because I died before I made it out. So it's almost 5 million rubles total with 10 runs to ultra, not including stuff I did miss. So it would have been an even higher profit had I made it out of those raids. So honestly, pretty good. 10 raids, I made about what the key costs. So honestly, it's pretty good. So what do I think after hitting the ultra medical storage room over and over and over again to see if the key is really worth it? Honestly, the loot that you get over time is definitely worth it if you get LEDXs and golden stars, defibrillators, things like that. But what I found is that I end up losing a lot more than I gain. And by that, I mean, it's a very hostile area. Everyone converges on that top right or top corner of interchange. You have Tech Light there, and then you have Ultra there. And below you actually have Texo. And then close by you have Rasmussen. And Ollie is a entrance that people spawn near. So they all come in there. Some come through the garage, up escalator by the furniture store there. And so it's a very hostile area. And it always, it depends on what people are going for. But honestly, everyone runs to that area of the map, especially when the powers turn on right at the beginning. Everyone's sprinting there. They want to hit Ultra normally. Normally want to hit Ultra. They want to loot Tech Light for graphics cards and things like that. So you may find it very difficult solo getting to Ultra and actually making it out with your loot and or even getting there in the first place, it is hard. It was hard for me to get there without getting wrecked by someone else or having someone already hit it by the time I get there, depending upon your spawn. The spawns really are hit or miss. So if you do spawn power yourself and you're the one that turns it on, more than likely someone else is going to hit it before you get there. And in other raids, I had raids where no one would turn on the power. And so that was frustrating. So some raids I would have to go turn it on, and I actually made it there somehow, miracle. But normally you go turn it on, someone else is already camping, waiting, and they take the room, and you know. So if you're doing this with a squad, definitely that, I feel like that's where it's the most worth it, is if you're doing it with a squad, hit Ultra, you hit it with a squad, you're more likely to survive than if you're hitting it by yourself. You can have friends to watch out for you, so that it's not so hard to get to that area, or it's not hard to defend that area when you are looting it. So I think it's definitely worth it if you run with a squad. Solo, it's hard. Definitely hard to make your money without losing money while trying to make money. That was my biggest issue on this one, was not losing all the gear and all the money I was taking in while I was trying to hit Ultra. Overall though, it is a good room to loot. Hard to get to. Recommend doing with a squad if you want to do it solo at your own risk. And honestly, with all the nerfs that have come out, honestly, toward interchange, a lot of what everyone was running for on interchange in terms of like the Tetris for Bitcoins, and graphics card prices went down. A lot of, just honestly, everything has come down in terms of the market right now because of the changes that they made to the Tetris and the Bitcoins and things like that. I feel like interchange is harder to make money on now, not only because of that, but also because there's still a large amount of people that are still trying to go for those tech spawns and things like that. So your chances of actually getting those items, getting them out, in terms of basically just graphics cards, because the other stuff's not worth as much anymore. Tetrises aren't worth much. It's super hard to trade them. So honestly, there's no point in trying to trade them. I just sell them on the market for around like 75 to 80k. So they're way less than they used to be. If I'm going to go farm money, I would honestly probably say try hitting reserve. There's a lot of good loot you can find on reserve, a bunch of intel spawns, military tech items, and even graphics cards. And honestly, you can find a lot of the stuff throughout the whole map, and so it's not in one area where everyone's just sprinting to. Yes, of course, there are certain buildings on reserve where you're going to run into people, but the loot is more evenly distributed, I feel, on that map than, let's say, interchange. And you can also find some decent loot on customs now, in terms of Stronghold. Crack House is what I call Crack House. It's the lab building across from the Stronghold. I don't know if that's what everyone calls it, but those two are decent for loot, and you don't just have to run dorms marked room. So anyway, those are my suggestions in terms for money. There's still Shoreline, you have the Resort. I just don't run it a lot because Resort is honestly a very contested, hostile area too, just like interchange in my opinion. So I don't care to run it a lot if I'm just trying to save money while also making money. Anyway, I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, please leave a like. And if you want to see more Tarkov content like this, be sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you run Ultra. Let me know what you guys get. Let me know if it was worth it for you, or if you find yourself dying more than you are making money. Just let me know in the comments what you think about the Ultra room and getting there and interchange and how it is right now and all that stuff. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.